how to build and deploy ReactJS application on S3. We're going to use Jenkins pipelines for this. I have one ReactJS application sitting in Git repository, and I need to create S3 bucket in Amazon Web Services for hosting a static website. Let's get started. First, let's take a look at GitHub repository, which is having ReactJS Hello World application. I will share this link in video description. You can find it. This is a very simple one, Hello World. When deployed, it will just print CI/CD demo or something. Let's go on to Jenkins server. Let's go to dashboard, create new item. Let's name this ReactJS CI/CD. Click on pipeline. Click OK. Go to pipeline script directly. Let's generate Hello World. Here in stage 1, let's check out the code. Let's copy repository URL. I'm using git step. Passing on argument for URL. Branch, it is main. Because this repository is public, I'm not configuring credentials. Let's save this job, build and check if it is working. It is success. We are able to successfully check out the source code. We need NodeJS on Jenkins because this is in the background uses npm node package manager. Let's go ahead and set up NodeJS on Jenkins. Let's go to dashboard, manage Jenkins, manage plugins, available plugins, select NodeJS and say install without restart. Wait for the installation to finish. It is successfully installed. Using this plugin, go to Global Tools Configuration and install NodeJS on Jenkins. Manage Jenkins, Global Tool Configuration, this one, NodeJS. So here, provide the name and select this install automatically. It will give a drop down to select the specific version of Node.js. Come down, save it. This tool configuration takes care of installing Node.js on Jenkins. Go to dashboard, open ReactJS CI/CD application, configure. After checkout, I want to use npm install, but I need to keep Node.js in the class path. Open pipeline syntax, select declarative directive generator. Here select tools, Node.js, generate, copy this code. Paste it. This tools configuration, what it does is it will add Node.js installation to the path so that we can run npm commands. Alright, let's copy paste this stage. We should do npm install so that required dependencies are installed. Let's run the command using sh step npm install. Let's check this stage by saving and executing the job. It is successfully completed. Yeah. So let's move on to next stage. Go to the job, configure, go to pipeline. So now I want to build and get dist folder which contains HTML stuff that I need to deploy into S3 bucket. The command to build ReactJS application using npm is npm run build. Remember, this generates dist folder. Inside that folder, we are going to have static website related elements that I need to copy to S3, which completes our deployment. For copying files to S3, let's add one more stage. Let's name this S3 deploy. To deploy applications onto S3, I'm going to use AWS command line interface. In that, we are going to use S3 sync command, which is going to sync all the files in dist folder into S3 bucket. For syncing files to S3 bucket, Jenkins must have permissions to S3. Because Jenkins is running on EC2 instance, let's go and create IAM role, attach IAM role to Jenkins EC2 instance. Let's go to IAM, click on roles, create role. I'm creating this role for EC2 instance. Select EC2 instance. Under use case also, select EC2 instance, go next. Select policies. It is better to create custom policy so that we will not have any security issues and configure it, but to keep the example simple, I'm going with S3 full access. Please don't try this in real world. You must create a policy with only required permissions. Go next. Let's give a name. Create the role. Go to EC2 dashboard. Select the instance. Actions. Security, modify IAM role. Select S3 deploy. Update IAM role. Right. This Jenkins is on EC2. EC2 has S3 full access and it also has AWS CLI commands installed. Generally, default EC2 instances we launch, it will have AWS CLI pre-configured. Let's go here. Let's run the command, S3 CLI command, AWS S3 sync. This command, right, is going to sync entire folder path we are pointing to S3 bucket. In the current workspace, after npm run build, it creates dist folder. So I want to sync all the content inside dist folder, dist slash S3. Now we need to go and configure S3 bucket. Go to AWS console, click on S3, create bucket, Java Home Cloud, React app, create. We should enable static website hosting. I mean, all of you might be knowing S3 allows static website hosting. That is what we are trying to do in this example. Go to properties, scroll completely down. You'll find static website hosting. Click on edit, enable. It will ask for index document. We have index.html inside this folder. That should be the index document. When I put just S3 URL, this page is by default loaded. Come down and save it. After enabling static website hosting, we need to configure permissions so that S3 bucket will give get access. Otherwise, customers cannot access this website. So edit block public access, uncheck this, save changes, confirm, and go to bucket policy, click on edit. I opened AWS documentation for creating bucket policy for hosting static website. Copy this, paste here, and also add the bucket name in the policy. JHC React app. Save changes. Perfect. S3 bucket is ready. Now we need to push elements inside dist folder from Jenkins to S3. That finishes deploying static website. Let's go to Jenkins pipeline code. Let me take bucket name. It is JHC React app. In the end, use ---- delete. We are using this delete option because in S3 we want only the contents of this folder. That's the reason we are using ---- delete, so that what we are syncing, only those files will be there in S3 bucket. Let's save and let's build. It's failing. Let's go to console output. Okay, there is one typo. Let me fix that. Go to configure pipeline. Yeah. Save, build. Let's open console and see. Yeah, it is successfully deployed. Let's go to S3 bucket. Go to properties. Open website URL. Yeah, it is successfully deployed. Let's make a small change and redeploy this. Go to GitHub repository, src. So let me find where to make a change. Yeah, this one, hello world. Let's replace demo with Java Home. Click on edit. Commit the change. Commit. We made changes to the code. Let's go to Jenkins job, build it. It should deploy the changes we made. Let's go and check console output. Perfect. I'm refreshing. It is getting deployed. Yeah, these are the steps to implement CI/CD pipeline for React.js application. Thanks for watching. See you again in next video.